Well, April 3rd. Just got home. But I'm just gonna turn in my notes and then head out. So he apologized, which was nice. And then clarified, right? Of course. The use of WhatsApp. But why am I recording? I'm recording because I'm realizing everything's purposeful, right? Even the triggers are purposeful. And just reflecting on the triggers, just with this whole marriage stuff and feeling a little guarded again, and just realizing, right? Realizing this is an upgraded lesson. This is another upgraded lesson. That's what this is. An upgraded lesson. How am I going to navigate this, right? And so I stayed up working on looking at the videos to try to get that ready, at least for the next month, because I go back to school this week, and I go back to school this week. I want to make sure that I have all the videos set up so that I don't worry about it, because I have more stuff that is being due and I need to really focus on it. So I'm preparing the videos, and I'm at the part where I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated with the potential energy, and that's when I start cutting off like the tarot reading that I'm listening to, right? And then I'm like, I'm frustrated with this potential energy. And just reflecting on that, right? And then this situation, right, that I find myself in with this person, and the potential energy that I saw in him, right? And then getting caught up all in that all over again. And then realizing, like, damn it, I can't shut this off. Like it's like, you know, with Ali's tarot, I can just which I haven't. I decided to go back and subscribe again because I'm just like, oh, I shouldn't unsubscribe from people. Even I could just choose to not watch them, but you know, still support them, you know, because of the part that they played in my life, at least in that chapter. But so I subscribed to all the people again that I unsubscribed to initially, but realizing, right, that I can't shut it off. I can't, to a certain degree, I can't shut it off. Now, do I get potential energy for everybody? No, clearly not. But that's what I realized, that I'm just like, oh, I can't shut this off, like, unless I don't sleep, right? Because it comes to me in my dreams, and so I'm just like, freaking A. Like, I think it's like I'm being forced to deal with it. I'm being forced to take it as a grain of salt, right? Even that's some of those videos that I'm preparing, it's when I find out that what I'm experiencing is that precognition stuff. I forgot what that term was. People's future, right? Potential future. And Christina Loeb says, like, take it as a grain of salt, because at any point it can change. And I'm just like, oh, like, okay, right? And the fact that I'm getting more and more of it, I think what's hard for me to tell is which timeline is sooner, right? Because I got like the other ones where it was like the night before, and then I get the answer and it unfolds as such. And then I have stuff like this one where I'm just like, I don't know how far in advance it is, if it does unfold in that way. And even some of the other dreams, right, that I've had, like that I'm listening to in the videos that I'm preparing, I'm like, oh, I forgot about that dream. Oh snap, that dream's coming up. And kind of hoping that it's just like not on that day, right? Like that one where the uncomfortable guy is like following me. Like I was a little worried about that one. I'm trying not to, because I'm realizing like a lot of these aren't really unfolding in my present timeline. So So yeah, so there's that I'm trying to figure out. But at least with when it comes to people's potential energy, I need to take it as a grain of salt and still focus on what's in front of me, right? What's in front of me? How am I going to navigate this challenge? And so like with this person, like I it triggered me, and it had nothing to do with him, really. It was the triggering of past stuff, built up stuff, right? And even in the morning, I was like, how am I going to handle this? How am I going to handle this? And initially, I wasn't going to send a message. I was just like, okay, well, maybe he changed his mind, right? At the same time, I'm trying to look at the other's perspective and knowing, like, that was one of the agreements we made, was that we can always change our minds. It'd be nice if he said something, right? If that were the case. So anyways, I ended up reaching out, and I ended up just saying, like, hey, I reached out like after 12. Like, I waited until 12. Well, I mean, not that I waited. I was doing other stuff. And I was getting ready because I had already planned out. Like, last night I had already planned out what I was going to do since I didn't hear from him. And I was like, all right, I got to go do this and do that. And then I want to go do this. And so that was my plan. And I slept in a little bit because I did stay up late. So right before I left, I sent a message, and I said, it was afternoon, like 1, maybe 2, I don't remember. And so I said, hey, I didn't hear back from you, so I, made other plans, and hope you're okay. And, yeah, and hope you're okay. And I forgot what else I put in the WhatsApp. And so one of the errands I was to go print out all these documents for the marriage stuff. So tomorrow I can go to the post office and take care of that. Because I don't know if I mentioned that I told my ex about it too. I told him as soon as I found out that I was still married, and I found out that how we had to file so that we don't get dinged. I sent him a text, and I was like, hey, I just found this out. I don't know how you did your taxes, but this is what they're telling me. I dropped the ball. I'm sorry. And then he responded back. He was going to check with his tax person. And then I said, if you get charged any correction fees, like, let me know. I will pay for it, right? I'm owning it. I didn't hear back from him, but and I want to check in just to see if, what he found out. And so anyways, I went today to go take care of that and print out all those freaking documents, and he look through them and separate them and send them tomorrow morning because that's the time I have available. And really, and that took forever, freaking lots of documents. But anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I just sent that to him. And so while I was out there, I happened to check my phone because it took a while, like all the stuff I was printing. And he responded, and he apologized, and that if we still, if I still wanted to hang out later today to let him know, or later this week. So I was sent with that, and I was like, what do I do? I'm like, you know what, I'm going to keep going through my day because I already planned it. But I did decide to say, I planned a few things, and I don't know what time I'll be home, but if it's not too late, how about I send you a text, and then I'll see where you're at if you're still free. And he said, yeah. And because I figured, I'm just like, yes, it's potential energy. Yes, I'm embracing this lesson. Right? Back to earth, you ground yourself, right? No te vayas. How did my mom used to say, Yubi, no te vayas. When I would get shocked and scared, and she would grab my head. And she goes, Yubi, no te vayas. Because I would get scared. In my head. But, that was the one thing that I like that she did when we were younger, when we'd get scared. She helped ground us. Like, I just realized that, like, she helped. That was the one thing I mean, she wasn't very nurturing when we were younger. It was always like, buck up. But that was the one thing. That was the one thing I do remember. And I liked the closeness that she would, because she would bring you like really close, and she would put her hands like right here, and then she whispered, Yubi, Yubi, no te vayas, like, come back. Yeah. But anyways, what was I saying? Oh, just the lesson, right? I'm embracing this, whatever this is, and potential potential friendship, really, because that's all it is. And you know, I like hanging out with him, so we'll see how this goes. Still cautiously optimistic, slightly guarded, but I'm still pushing through. Still pushing through the discomfort. And yeah, that's all. Was that all? There was something else. The videos that I saw. I think it was it. It was just the potential energy that I was like, I'm so frustrated with potential energy. Lucky with the mensa, right? Alright, that's it. I need to turn stuff on and then head out before it gets too late. And find parking. So, let's see. Hi. My name is Yubi, and in case you haven't figured it out, this footage is capturing my experience as I learn to navigate my personal spiritual awakening. I am learning that this experience is unique to each one of us, in whatever way we believe we are embracing living our truth. This just happens to be my journey. And despite me having a graduate degree and a license in clinical social work, this by no means is intended to replace any type of mental health advice. This is just me on a personal level, documenting my experience, shedding light on the truth that I am learning and discovering for myself, and really inviting you along for the ride. If by some magical chance you find this content to be helpful in any way, shape, or form, please click the like button, share the message, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have an Instagram account, a personal one, and one specifically for this channel that you're more than welcome to check out. I'm an open book. I have also created t-shirt designs. I'm wearing my favorite one right now, which is the North Node design, but I have that and other things that you can look at inspired by this process and journey, and I have the link in the description box as well as in the about section of my YouTube channel. So you're more than welcome to check those items out. Any type of support is great. Again, if you find this content really helpful or meaningful, sometimes when we take that step and be vulnerable, with showing what's inside our hearts and what's really our truth, we realize that we're much more connected than what we thought we were. And so I hope that as I'm living this experience, and that you find some type of truth for yourself, or find some type of ability to heal in some way just by relating, just by knowing that you're not alone. That really has been my goal with this process, not just being able to connect with others, but really for my own healing. It's definitely been a therapeutic experience and a very creative one for myself. So I thank you, and I wish you all the best, and we'll see what else comes next for me.